This week, for our ungodly concoction, this is one that I found in my now legendary Vitamin Shop pull. This one is called REDCON1, and the flavor is
Vice City.
Yeah.
Oh, so very gaming influenced, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought.
There's some digital
Even though the
camo.
can looks very Lisa Frank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it's trying to be Miami colors.
Yeah, it's
this
supposed
is just
to be
going to
kinda-
taste like pina colada. I can
Yeah,
tell
well,
from the
all
fruit
right.
arranged. There's a pineapple, fucking coconut, strawberry.
yeah. So according to the website, it's supposed to be a mix of a strawberry daiquiri and a pina colada, and
Okay.
the website says it, quote, inspires a provocative yet sophisticated vibe.
Sexy. That's what I want out of an energy drink.
Yeah, so it's like,
Feeling provocative.
so it's like,
I don't want to wake up. I just want to feel provocative.
it's provocative yet sophisticated. So it's like a visit to a hipster porno theater.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Or if
It's like a stripper, but with a tuxedo on.
Yeah.
Crack this. I need caffeine
It's
so
like
bad. I haven't
it's
had
like
it
if you're
today.
like one of like British Parliament and you have to wear one of those wigs, but then like a leg comes through the judge gown you have to wear.
I
Damn,
woke
that was
up
a
at
good
1.
crack.
That was nice.
I stayed up till 4 a.m. playing Fortnite and then slept till 1 p.m. today. I have not had no caffeine.
There you go,
My
man.
life is miserable. I felt like shit all day long.
Did you reach #1 in Fortnite or whatever?
No, not even. I did.
That's
I got 2 and 3 a couple times, but I didn't win any. I didn't get any victory royales yesterday, which is a bummer.
Oh.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers,
everybody.
guys.
Yeah.
I hate the taste of pina colada. It already smells bad.
It's not my favorite.
I like both of those things, so I like this.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's just really sugary and
Yeah.
sweet. Like
Well, it's
Yeah, I'll chug it.
I
don't
do
have to
think
savor it.
splitting one
Yeah.
can into 4, great idea, because I don't know if I could do the whole can, you know?
would you mix this with alcohol?
Yes, I was just
Yeah, of
about to say
course.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any energy drink, pretty much.
Rum, Malibu rum. Let's go back to
Hey, there we
high
go.
school or whatever.
yeah.
Let's get real. Let's
feel-
not fake puke. Let's real puke.
This is like to me. This is like straight like soda gun like mix with like at a Dave and Buster's kind of like.
Like if you ordered a pina colada at a Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, because it's so sugary. Like
Oh
It
yeah.
kind of tastes like how your mouth tastes after being on vacation and drinking a lot of pina colada.
like this, the sour. I forgot to
Yeah.
brush my teeth last night.
Right.
Kind of vibe.
Yeah. I looked up the CEO of this company, REDCON1. His name is Aaron Singerman, and we can go ahead and add him to the Rogues Gallery. So from the website, this is how they describe him. And I should point out that when you click on their like leadership button, there is no CEO listed for reasons that will become clear. But as far as I can tell, allegedly, supposedly, this guy's
Sneaky.
still the CEO. So he describes himself in a previous version of the website as Aaron Singerman. In the Empire business, which is from Breaking Bad.
oh, it is.
Jesse, you asked me if I was in the meth business or the money business. Neither. I'm in the empire business.
So he's a professional dreamer who's watched TV.
Oh yes, yeah. So
gotcha.
Unless there's meth in this.
well, that's,
Well.
I should say that the Empire business thing is listed before father of 3 boys. So gotta get that Walter White reference in before the fatherhood. Serial entrepreneur, author. And
That
then-
just means he's like does a bunch of get rich quick schemes and they all fail. So you keep trying them.
Yeah.
well, one of them failed spectacularly, as we're about to see. But yeah, he calls himself an autodidact, which is a self-taught person. Which anytime you see that, that's a red flag. Anytime it's like, oh, I'm self-taught, you're like, uh-oh.
Curious about that book, but there's spelling error.
Like self-taught and good are not synonyms.
He also calls himself a stoic and a philanthropist. So before REDCON,
Stoic.
yeah, a stoic, yeah. So
Oh, I thought you meant like he's very calm and mannered, like he's
Yeah.
a stoic person.
yeah. That's what he's claiming. Yeah, he says he's a stoic.
I
you know.
just picture he's holding all his energy, like anger in.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
what I mean.
Yeah.
That's,
I think he'd like to think he is. Like, he'd like to think that he's like able to do that. But-
Yeah.
So before Redcon 1, he had another company that was called Blackstone Labs, and he founded it in Boca Raton. They call themselves a sports and dietary supplement retailer, and he founded it with a guy named PJ Braun, who's going to come back into the story in a moment. But in November of 2021, Singerman and his partner, PJ Braun, both pleaded guilty to conspiring to sell illegal anabolic steroids and other products marketed as dietary supplements that were unlawful under federal law. So that's cool.
Fun.
That is cool.
So the Department of Justice trial attorney Alistair Reeder said that the scheme by Blackstone Labs was run in broad daylight on the internet with advertisements on Facebook, with a website bragging that their products were the best quality products. And he described the scheme as brazen with a veneer of legitimacy. And that operated from 2012 until 2017. So while he's waiting to be sentenced, he's pled guilty. So his attorney basically was like, hey, we should maybe just give him 20 months because during COVID, he gave away 20,000 REDCON1 protein bars to police and teachers and nurses. And
I like him.
And that's how the shootings began.
yeah. But he was he did bring in a video production crew to film him giving away all the candy bars, and they determined that this was shot after the federal indictment, so they were like, yeah, this doesn't count. So and once the news broke, the cops and all these people had to return the candy bars, which was great. But no, the real thing is, again, this is out of Boca Raton.
Yeah, Florida, right?
This is the most Florida man ever. I love this guy. So the same month that he had to return all the candy bars.
Goddamn outlaws just running around out there.
So the same month he had to return the candy bars, Singerman was arrested for boating under the influence in Broward
Nice.
County. Now,
Listen, he's the only one that's been caught.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, as I say,
that's exactly what I was
How
going to
else
say.
how else do you drive a boat?
How
you got to crash into another boat to get a BWI.
Well,
You know what I mean?
well, yeah.
it's funny you mentioned that. He was charged
He
with
did.
that after he allegedly smashed the REDCON1 company cigarette
Yeah.
boat into several
there you go.
docks and parked vessels.
There we go.
And according to his arrest report, he blew a .25, which is 3 times the legal limit.
Ooh, he doesn't remember doing
mixing
any
too
of
much-
that.
Oh, it's amazing. He has one of the best mugshots I've ever seen. Hard stop.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He looks like the cops beat him up,
Oh,
but he
no.
probably didn't even have
No,
him.
it's so much funnier than that. So he was boating at 3:00 in the morning. He was supposedly driving a friend back, and he's in a fucking one of those fast boats, right? So he goes underneath this bridge, no problem.
I forgot those are called cigarette boats.
Yeah, cigarette
I
boats.
was like, wait, do they sell cigarettes?
no, it's like imagine like Miami Vice boats. It's
Oh,
one of those,
okay.
but it's got the red.
I imagine it's like a little thing that like puddles around, and it's like some guy who's a bus driver just huffing down cigarettes, and he's like, "Yeah, it's the only way to get from my house to the bus station."
So it's got like the REDCON1. It's got this logo like emblazoned on the side and everything. And so he goes under this bridge, no problem, takes his friend back, and then he has to turn around. And now again, it's 3:00 in the morning, which is like not when you're supposed to be in a
Yeah.
boat going fast. But the tide has risen.
Has anyone among us ever done that? Gone really fast in a boat at like
3 a.m.?
Fuck no.
No.
no? Have you?
like midnight?
Lake Martin gets crazy, man.
It was a buddy's bachelor party,
Yeah, see,
and we all like took a shot and got on his boat,
Yeah.
and he was like gunning it over this still lake, and we almost got thrown out of the boat
yeah.
Oh.
from how fast he was going. But it was a crazy weekend.
My dad fell in between the boat lift and the cement dock. He would
Oh,
get
shit.
Oh,
there was
shit.
like a tiki bar by this like lake that we would go to, and he would get a little bit drunk,
Sure.
and he fell. And the only thing that happened was he ripped a part of his tie-dye shirt. And he was all bummed about that.
Please tell me it was a Joe's Crab Shack.
I don't know. I forget what it was. I think it was like one of those tie-dye shirts at like San Diego, like on
okay.
that, like just one of those people selling tie-dye shirts, like save the oceans shirt.
Nice,
They're like,
nice.
"Are you all right?" He's like, "Man, I really like that shirt."
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
mom got it sewn and gave it to him again for Christmas.
That's awesome.
But yeah, like I said, when he passed under the bridge the first time, the tide was down, and then on his way back, the tide was up. up, so the bridge is now a much lower clearance, and it took out like.
Is that his boo boo on his head?
Yes.
Fuck! How did that not take his head clear
it
off?
Took off because everything.
Got a big head.
Yeah,
There's a lot
worked out.
There's a lot of purchase on that.
Hey, he doesn't skip neck day. Okay, he just practices dropping on his
pop
head.
your head off like a fucking champagne
Well,
cork.
it popped off everything else on top of the boat, supposedly. According to him, it like ripped off all the rigging and just all the stuff, and then something hit him in the head, and he's like bleeding profusely, and then that's when the boat veered off, and he crashed into a dock and a bunch of other boats.
So it wasn't his fault. It was the tide.
Tides be like that sometimes.
Well, it's also the reason you don't boat at night.
He's got to be the crazy guy in that town or something. Fucking that guy doing it again.
Yeah,
He's in Boca Raton. He's probably not even top 10.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, for sure. So,
like, why even buy a dock? I mean, it's just going to get run into by a drunk person.
Yeah. So that's November of 2021 at REDCON's holiday party held at Mar-A-Lago in December 2021. So he's having parties at Mar-A-Lago. He said, quote, "So the truth is, I wouldn't do anything differently." And this is after being federally indicted.
No regrets, dude.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah. YOLO, bro. YOLO.
I'm self-taught. I'm learning all the time.
I'm a student of life, bro.
There's just blood still just like slowly trickling down his head.
Sir, you're going to don't move. You can't move. I'm a student of life. He's going into shock.
Sir, you're bleeding on Donald Trump's carpet. So
every day I learn, dude.
A month later, Singerman was fucked up on Ambien, driving on a suspended license when he collided with another vehicle, jumped the median, and smashed into a palm tree.
I support driving on drugs, but Ambien, you should not fucking be behind the wheel of a car. There's so many other drugs that are so much better to drive with.
This Evel Knievel-esque Daredevil.
Oh, yeah.
Should be dead.
So he claims, by the way, he's like, I don't even remember it. I was,
of course, you don't remember shit on Ambien.
He goes, I just remember leaving my hotel room to get some food, and that's all I remember, man. I woke up in jail.
We're drinking a dead man's energy drink.
It's life. Unfortunately, life is going great for him. So later that month, he received a 54-month prison sentence in the federal prison camp in Pensacola for his role at Blackstone Labs and selling steroids, and he was ordered to pay $2.9 million. But in December of 2022, after serving only 11 months of a 5-year sentence, he was released from prison. And the Bureau of Prisons aren't saying why he got out, but let's just say he's going to be taking up residence in a subway tunnel and eating a lot of cheese, if you know what I mean.
This whole segment.
I thought he gave them candy bars again.
Oh, no. I own the commissary now.
This whole segment has to be some sort of lead up for you to write a Pain and Gain-esque movie about people who own energy drink companies.
Hey, we're working on the Boy Scout thing.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, we got to walk before we.
This is why I can't do TikTok. There's too many ideas. Just too much.
But it is copyrighted right here. In case anyone does get wise.
We're gonna miss the movies about corporations by about 10 years, I think, by the time the script is done.
By the time dumb money changes the face of American cinema.
So he's out of jail, and the co-founder of Blackstone Labs, PJ Braun, is still in jail and is not scheduled to be released until 2025.
Because PJ Braun knows that loose lips sink ships.
Yeah,
that's right. Fucking A.
So you might be wondering, is PJ still mad at Aaron? Let's see.
In this day and age, you can't beat anybody up anymore. Does he deserve a punch in the face? Yes, he does. Did I throw him across the room in the office one day? Yes, I did.
No big deal, you guys.
I'll tell you what, in this fucking day and age of cancel culture,
you can't just
wokety joke.
You can't just
assault somebody in an office. This, you know what? I blame this generation. I tell you what.
But so that guy's still in jail, and it maintains that Aaron Singerman stole like a bunch of stuff from him and stuff. It's a whole 9-minute video you can watch. There are a lot of homophobic slurs throughout the video that make you feel a little less bad for the guy. You're like, boy, it seems
so
like
they're in love.
Yeah.
it's another one of those, like, there are no winners. Like, everyone involved in this is dumb as shit.
Oh, yeah, it's all poor people. Yeah. No, it's interesting because, yeah, like, to your point, like, all these guys are the same kind of guy. It's just a matter
winners.
of right, yeah. But it's just a matter of like, can you keep your shit together long enough to have a bigger company absorb your company? Is kind of like the waiting game. Like the Rockstar energy drink guy, he waited 20 years, and even though his family's fucking insane right-wing people, you know, he at least kept it together long enough for Pepsi to buy Rockstar, and then he's one of the richest men in California.
He can go S. Truett Kathy out somewhere else.
Straight up.
What about the Red Bull guy?
Well, they're from Austria, so best not look into their old bank accounts, perhaps.
Yeah.
No, allegedly, I don't know.
Nazi Pep, they call it. Is what it's called in
no, that was just meth.
Germany.
That was just meth. Hitler was in the empire business, okay? But yeah, so anyway, that's Redcon Vice City, which really does give a different meaning to the name now that we know all of this. You know, it's funny because I think they want to invoke Grand Theft Auto Vice City in Miami, but then
I think
you're like,
Miami.
oh, this is just kind of them funning with their audience about how fucking crazy their CEO is.
Yeah,
So-
I think they just handed it off to a marketing agency, and they're like, Florida. This is based in Florida, so
Yeah.
Vice City.
Yeah, yeah, yep.